Wow, so we're live, huh? So we're live. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Beep boop beep bop beep boop beep beep bop. Wow, so we're live, huh? Holy moly! Holy moly! Mm-hmm. Holy moly! Ooh, okay. This should be going. This is pretty cool. Eh. Are you able to see it? On the stream, there is, I think, a 20-second delay or something like that. At least that's what the default is supposed to be. I think maybe there's some additional latency. Um, but yeah. And you can hear me? Okay, I just got the message from you on Discord saying, and I can hear you. And that was 8:41. I wonder if it'll be still 8:41 when you actually hear it, or 8:42, or even longer. I don't know. 30 seconds? Okay. Um, so I was doing a bunch of tests earlier. Like I started a 5 or 6 live streams earlier just to look back on and watch myself to see if the audio is okay. And I figured out a bunch of stuff. Um, because say if I like now is basically the best I can make it sound through my microphone at the moment. I wasn't really sure um, which one to choose because I have the options from my headphones, my laptop microphone, or the my phone microphone, and I found out that you can actually have noise suppression on OBS. Like there's inbuilt filters, and so you're gonna be able to hear the difference when I switch because it switches by I can switch it live. Like in 3, 2, 1, I'm gonna switch to my default microphone. This should be my headphones, I believe. Now it's coming from my laptop. It should be. I can't actually hear it myself. I wonder if there's a way to set it up so I can hear it myself. But maybe it's not necessary. I'm gonna switch back to my phone. Oh, I wasn't switching anything because I didn't click apply. Click apply now. And this is my headphones, I believe. Clicking apply on my laptop. This is my laptop microphone. And this is back to my phone microphone, which is the best quality out of the three, but it has horrible noise suppression by default, as it's picking up everything, even the people like in my living room. I just got a message from you saying, "Ooh, inbuilt suppression is great. Why? We don't want to use headphones though. It'd be tricky to wear live." Yeah, I agree. I think a lot of podcasts do wear headphones, but that's really when they're only sitting at a table, right? And the conversation is the focus. But if we do more stuff, I think, yeah, we can monitor the audio levels on a screen, but don't want to be wearing headphones. We want to actually be able to interact with stuff, right? Unless, I don't know. I guess we will see. Once you unapplied the suppression, it really shows. I didn't unapply it. Now it is unapplied. And I can see that you must be hearing my room because I see the audio going up. If I turn it back on and I stop speaking, completely silent. But right now, if it's a show, I feel like headphones is a bit odd, plus it's hard to speak to each other. Yeah, true. I agree. But what you're seeing now from my cam is 60 FPS, 1080p. Correct? Correct me if I'm wrong. I think this stream is now 1080, 60 FPS, because it wasn't earlier. I did change some stuff. And this is through Wi-Fi. Like, no cable is attached to my phone. The suppression works very well. Yeah, okay, cool. It's basically as smooth as with a cable in, but that's only because I'm using my home Wi-Fi, and there's only like 5 or 6 of us. The one in school, unless we have a private network, is going to be tricky. But I wanted to plug it in anyway if we do use it, because it means it charges at the same time and it won't cut, it won't die halfway through. And if we have a charger in, then might as well just use a more stable connection anyway, and like that, it won't lag. It's more reliable, like you said today at school. Another thing I can show you is I can switch scenes. So now you're looking at I actually shouldn't play that because I don't know what the YouTube gods will say in terms of copyrights. But if I take say I go to Imagine tab now, my channel, and I click this one, you should be able to hear it if it decides to load. And right when it loads, I click out of it. Great.
Seize the day and other ways.
Wow, why is it so laggy? Okay.
It doesn't really need to be a particular reason for you to film something. I sure as hell had no plan on what to do when I got here. And
oh.
When it comes to creative projects, especially with making videos, I'm a very big planner. Because
can you hear? I wonder if
doing stuff on the spot, because
you can hear the video.
Would be more comfortable if I knew.
Oh, I see. If I click out of Chrome, it turns black. It's the same when I share my screen on Discord. Um, so I need to have the tab open. I don't need to have it be, uh, I don't need to be on the window. I can use other windows as long as I don't minimize Chrome. I'm loving the comments in your YouTube stream. Are there even comments? I didn't tell anyone I was. No shot. Jonathan, Alexis, and Juan are here. How do I become tier 1 sub? Streamer Dean, Streamer Dean. Wow. Show the booba physics. Okay. By the way, guys, Zach is also watching. My classmate. This is I didn't do this just because I wanted to play around. Well, I also wanted to play around, but it's a test for the video, the live show that Zach and I are planning on doing in school. And I downloaded OBS for the first time on Sunday, yesterday, or maybe on Saturday. And it's very similar to the tools we use for the grad show. We use vMix. It's also a live video mixing software, but OBS is free and it does everything. It's just much cleaner, but I had never used it before. I remember that the times that I did want to use it was like years ago when I still had a MacBook. Alexis, if you remember playing TF2 on that MacBook Pro with me, Portal 2, the good times. I couldn't do anything with OBS, even though I gave YouTube a shot a few times before, because I'm not sure if OBS couldn't run on on Mac at the time or something like that, or it was just a dinosaur of a computer. I couldn't do anything on it. I couldn't run multiple things on it, let alone like stream a game or something. Fuck, this is kind of weird. Reading the chat. He read it. Yes, bestie. Oh, Ria's here as well. No shot. Are you guys all in the same Discord call? I bet you are. Yeah, you are. How did you find this out? Does it give you a notification? Because Juan or someone is actually subscribed to the channel, and I guess, and YouTube automatically shows a notification. Like, Dunan Lee is now live. Let's see. Yeah, I remember, haha. Oh yeah, stream golf with friends. Fuck no. Then when you showed me, oh, the angle is different than when you showed me. Yeah, the cool thing about this, it's also a test. I did some tests with webcam, because the camera here, you can see the one on the left is my laptop webcam, and it's really shitty. And it's stuck like right next to my keyboard, so when I type, you can see my icky fingers. And sometimes it does this disco thing. You can see it a little bit now. It makes the whole screen like do a little disco. It turns red and blue. But this is my phone, and I found out that you can see in this other camera actually. It's crazy, and it's super responsive. This isn't even 1080p yet. It's a free app that I found out you could use Android phones as a webcam. And it's also what I'm using as a microphone. So what the voice you hear right now is it's coming from my phone, and there's inbuilt audio filters on OBS, which I found out just a few minutes ago. I was like, yes. So at the moment, it's the best mic that I have in my room. For the actual show that Zach and I are going to be working on, or we plan on working on, and hosting and producing and all that, we will probably use better, way better tech and mics, because we have 8K cameras in school. The space we're in is called the Transdigital Lab, and it's under Ian and Rowie, and some of you might have heard me mention those names before. Those are our tutors, and all the tech except for the huge screens, because that's not ours. That's like 400,000 or something euros worth of LED walls. Those are not ours, but everything else, like the supercomputers and the 8K camera, robotic rig, controllable stands, and all the trusses, those are in our space, and we're sort of like in the sweet spot of a class because they ran this digital module for the very first time this semester, and we got in like after Zach and I were in Moonshot Studio, which is basically the communications department in our school for 3 semesters because we liked it was basically the digital studio. We went on internship for 1 semester at summer break, and when we came back, we were like, now we're 4th years. We're in our last year. For the first semester, we have to pick a focus module, which is basically 1 semester where you pick a material and you focus on that material for the semester. There's like ceramics focus module, textiles. I'm pretty sure there used to be wood and metal, that very hands-on materials. This is the first time that a digital one is introduced, and it used to be called minors as well. Now it's called focus. There's a lot of rebranding stuff going on in my school, but Zach and I, our class, we were sort of the guinea pig year, but we got lucky being the guinea pig year because it worked in our favor, and we can ride this wave of new stuff that the school is trying out in their course, and being able to do all this digital stuff, because that was not a thing, and that's what really wasn't a thing before we joined in year 1. We need to go steal some mics. Yeah, can you hang a curtain over the door to help the background noise? Yeah, you can. Can you hang on it? So there's already noise suppression on. See, if I stop speaking, you can't hear anything. It's the inbuilt noise suppressor in OBS. When it detects my voice, you're gonna hear a little bit of my flatmates in the living room because there's a football match going on right now, which I'm not watching myself. I'm doing this instead, but that's why you can hear them a little bit. Drum stream, well, that is basically what we plan on doing, or part of what we're planning, like me and Zach, for this YouTube show, because we took a look at live streamers and like podcasts that are currently popular on YouTube, and we thought that, you know, these people who host these popular podcasts or streams, they started as YouTubers, or they're celebrities already and famous some other way before they started making a podcast, so they already have an audience, and they do a good job because they're good at speaking. Some of them are like, you know, stand-up comedians. They already know how to keep a conversation going. But the thing is, they usually hire someone else to do the production side of it, to get the cameras, to do the audio mixing and all that behind the scenes. Sometimes you can see them in frame. But the thing is, the hosts themselves who are talking, they don't know how that stuff works most of the time. Or maybe they do, but they rather focus on the conversation and they hire someone else to take care of that. The idea of the show that Zach and I are trying to do is one where we're the hosts and we're controlling the production side. So we'll have the gear around us and the MIDI controllers that control the cameras and the lights, and we have the drums, and we're going to be doing live music. So it's about playing with this podcast or live stream format. If you take video podcasts as an example on YouTube now, most of the time it's 2 people sitting across from each other in chairs with microphones, and that is basically as creative as it gets. The drums are at the university at the moment. We are planning to use them a bunch. Yeah. The drums that I got earlier this semester, they're at school right now because I'm using them for both this this show project and also my own semester project, which it might develop into a graduation show project. It's gonna be a big performance. I wonder how. Oh, I can check how many concurrent viewers there are. So there's 3 of you, but I cannot check who. That's all right. I didn't really have anything planned for this stream. It was literally, I did a few tests already earlier, by myself, unlisted, just to check how the audio works, if it sounds okay, what the best option is. And this particular stream, I just sent the link to Zach because I wanted him to see what it was. Did not expect you guys to join. So I have nothing really planned. But it's good to know that it works. And I'd say that I think I'm doing an okay job at keeping the conversation going. And I think I'm doing an okay job at not going too much. I know that I do that in real life sometimes. Oh well. YouTube doesn't have a stream cap, is there? Is there? I mean, maybe there is, but it's going to be way longer than I need it to be. So I'm tempted to just keep this on. You guys don't have to watch. You can leave. I'm just figuring some stuff out for the project. When is Joe Rogan making an appearance? He'll be on episode 1539. That's when Joe Rogan will be here. And the Trash Taste guys will be on sooner because I like him more. And I watch him more. It'll probably be like episode 212, something like that. So no stream cap. Okay, cool. Corona did over 24 hours. Yeah, that seems fun, honestly. Manager told her to go to sleep. So I'm not too sure what the latency is. Like, the time that you actually send a message in chat versus the time that I see it. Because when you said manager told her to go to sleep, Corona did over 24 hours, and now Alexis just said Island Boys for episode 69 or 40 or 20. Island Boys? I don't know that one. Okay. Yeah. This is a test for Zach and I's the project that Zach and I are doing, but it's equally a test for myself because I would love to. It seems to be about 10 seconds. Well, that's not too bad. It was way worse earlier. It was like 20 or 30 seconds earlier. That's pretty good. Maybe it's also because it's very little viewers. I don't know. What was I about to just say? Oh yeah, this isn't a test just for the project that Zach and I are doing. We're also this is also for me because I would love to. In the past, I've always given it a shot, one or two times. I knew nothing about it, and my computer at the time was not nearly as good, even when I switched to PC, to do anything than play League, play Valorant, and it would really struggle already with too many Minecraft chunks. Okay, maybe a little more than 10 seconds. All right, the Dusty Keycap Show. So Zach is in the chat with our current placeholder empty channel called the Dusty Keycap Show. Wow, this is pretty fun, to be honest. I can see why streamers could just sit here and talk for hours. And it's crazy to think that you can get paid for this. Of course, before that it's a shit ton of work to build an audience and brand yourself and all that. Be a successful content creator with good stuff to show people, but once you've reached that level, like it seems pretty. I can see why it's fun and why even like VTubers, they go live so much more often and like during each week than needed, because I think on their contracts is you need to make at least 3 live streams with these hours or something. But they obviously go way over that. I can see why. I can see why they find it fun. Okay, I think that's all I want to do today. So I'm gonna hit end pretty soon. But it's really good to know that this stuff works. And because if there's no one else watching, I'm just gonna end the stream and do something else. One last thing. Actually, I can use this opportunity to document my, because I can probably save this recording somehow, or keep it as a live streams, as a VOD on YouTube. Because through explaining to you guys what the idea is, it's also a little bit of useful documentation for our process work of this project. So what else would I want to say? Yeah, I can switch between scenes. I learned that you can switch between scenes in OBS pretty damn easily. And I'm doing it with my mouse at the moment. And look at me, I'm CDawgVA. Look at me, I'm Lily Pichu. But in addition to be able to switch scenes like that with preset, you know, title cards and stuff, and the right camera angles, I can map them to a MIDI controller. So that means if I have this MIDI controller, and it can be anything. I could even use my electric drums, because that is MIDI input. But that's probably not practical for, well, maybe it'll be interesting for the show. Anyway, these buttons, any of these, they can be assigned to OBS functions. So that means, like one function, as an example, is switching between scenes. And instead of going to OBS and clicking it myself manually with a mouse, I can just have this beside me. And I'm mapped, for example, I want this button to be scene 1, this button to be scene 2. And all I have to do is boop, press it, boop, trigger the other one. And it's instant. And that really streamlines the process of doing stuff in OBS. But you can also MIDI map things to basically whatever else you can do in the program, like start stream, start recording, start virtual camera, choose different transitions, basically anything you can think of in terms of video mixing. You can be on OBS, you can MIDI map it to the controller. Karaoke stream when? Karaoke stream when I open a Patreon and I'm successful enough to make exclusive content and have you know what the people usually do, and they advertise their Patreon for content that is already made but not published yet, so they get a preview of it. Maybe then. Don't go changing. What else? I can MIDI map stuff. I think I can use a MIDI controller, because through a couple projects that I did in school before, I know that I can set up a virtual MIDI port, which basically means when you plug this into the computer takes that input and it can run in one program, for example, OBS or Ableton, which is for music and sound, or any other program that accepts MIDI input, but only one, because if you try and use another program to read MIDI information, then it's going to say, oh, I can't read this because another program is using it at the moment. If I make a virtual MIDI port, it's basically splits that connection. It makes a virtual port, not a physical one. So the limitation here is that I only have one USB jack to plug it in. If I make a virtual one, I can digitally plug as many programs I want into it, which means that when I use the MIDI control to switch between scenes on OBS, I can also have it be reactive to Ableton for music. And that's part of the system I'm trying to learn and design for my other project, because I'm going to be using the drums to play music. It's going to be really like experimental and artsy and weird, but I'm going to use the drums to play and make sound and music, but at the same time have the MIDI input live audio go into Ableton. So it's my drum hits are going to trigger live effects that you're going to hear in real time. But at the same time, because I make the virtual MIDI port, I can hook it up to a program we're using a lot in our class called Touch Designer. I don't know if any of you have heard of Touch Designer except for Zach, but it's basically a program that you can code. It's a node system, node-based program, and you can basically, it's made for making interactive installations. You can make stuff audio reactive, you can make stuff video reactive. It's insane how much you can do. You can basically do anything as long as you learn how to and know how to in the program, because it's all like raw data basically. And I'm like to use the drums to hook it up to Touch Designer, and so while I'm playing music, it triggers live visuals behind me, and so it'll be a audio reactive and visual performance with the drums and guitar maybe. But that's quite far ahead. That'll be my turn to perform at our graduation show next year in October, and who knows, the projects might change by then. They might change, but one thing for sure is they'll at least change for the better. Yo, watch out, there's a spider. Mark from the Hayasaka gang? No shot. Then I wonder if you found that this is a test, by the way, for a project. I have no live streaming experience, but I know how to use I know how to work with video and audio. I've never streamed before, so this is a first. And I was only going to do this to Zach, my classmate, but Juan, Alexis, and Jonathan, and Ria as well, they all joined, and now you're here. So I didn't expect anyone to show up. This was just a test for myself and my classmate Zach. Mark from HR, eating a burger with no hum. With no hum. I don't understand what that means. Is that some Osu lingo? I'm just kidding. Oh no, you've triggered Jonathan. Oh, a useful thing to put on screen is maybe the chat, right? Because you can't see when I actually see the stream. So let me see if I can, this is a good thing to try and test. If I do this, or no, I want to keep this window, but add a window capture of YouTube. You should be seeing this now somehow. Oh, I forgot. No, that's not it. What do I hold on? Alt? No. Control? No. FN? Shit. How do I crop it? OBS crop video. Google is your friend. cropping a layer, add a video source, select. That's not the right program.
Like Inception there, but don't mind that. Now let me show you.
I think you can hear this, but whatever.
You know, like this, up to one of these, like on Mac or Alt on Windows, you can.
That's what I did. Alt. Ah, okay. That random YouTube video just did some black magic on my OBS program. Hold Alt. There we go. I guess we only need this. I guess. Can I scale it up? If one of you can, if a few of you can send messages, it should be able to show up here live. It should. The only thing is I cannot switch tabs, because if I switch, it's gonna be something else, right? So I keep it on here. If any of you are still here, I see 5 concurrent viewers. Chat is too blurry. Oh, is it blurry? Ah, I see. But it's readable, right? You can at least read it. Is it too small? How's that? Maybe I can change the blend mode. Blending mode. Screen. Oh, no way. Photoshop knowledge coming in useful. Look at me, guys. I'm a streamer. Sort of, if I squint. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is Alt, crop, and then maybe show this much. Scale it up. My handwriting's so sexy on YouTube. Oh, your handwriting looks just like Mark's and Juan's. I guess so. I mean, it does say here that it's a test. You worried about stream snipers? There's a large stream delay. Yeah, I think that's normal. It's just that when they're stream delay, I think that's normal for everyone. Like when you watch Trash Taste and well, Trash Taste After Dark, like live streamers, there's typically a big lag. Okay. What if I change the blending mode? Normal? That's normal. Additive? Subtract? No, it's not what I want. That's so strange. Subtract, like, it's taking the color information, like the RGB, I guess, from 0 to 255 or something like that. Or 125, I don't remember. And it's subtracting that literal number. Multiply, no. Lighten, okay. Darken, oh, interesting. So the screen is the best one, I guess. Yeah, but it's customizable. I don't even remember what I said earlier. If you were referring to something I said, I don't remember what. Yeah, it's customizable. Yeah, but it's customizable. What are you referring to? What starts with C and ends with Andy? Candy? Oh, fuck off. Don't you dare, Juan. Some streamers go 15 minutes if they extra sweaty. Go 15 minutes? Go 15 minutes on the delay? What do you mean? Croc. Sandy. Oh. everyone a headache. Yeah, right. I'm not gonna fall for that one, Jonathan. Yeah, if you can hear it, my phone, like, there's a bunch of cables here. If you can hear it on the mic, I apologize. I'd like to apologize. Oh well, it's gonna be lopsided for now. This episode is sponsored by Arizona. Go check out Arizona. This is a faked sponsored segment of the show. Can I say DEE? Ha ha ha. Bro has ban words on. Ban words? I didn't change anything. Is that by default? Pop out chat. Whoa. Pop out chat. Oh, it's gone now. I shouldn't do that. Restore. Okay. I don't know. I don't think I toggle timestamps participants. Oh, I can see which one of you are on at the moment. So I can, you're not completely anonymous, guys. I can see who is currently watching, not just from the chat. Tell the, yeah. 8:40. I'm just reading your messages on Discord, Alexis. I didn't see them earlier. Are you aware of YouTube's comment section? Yeah, I just noted. So you guys were there for a bit when I was talking to Zach, huh? Oh, okay. I see what you mean, Alexis. What? Alexis, did you just put it in the Discord chat? Gosh. I had no plan for this stream. It wasn't even supposed to be a stream, it was supposed to be a test. Hence, this is a test. Twice. Can I plug my SoundCloud? But I see how having the chat on screen is actually pretty useful, and I get why they always have it on screen now for the viewers, because even the viewers can see their own chat. Now you can see the live chat that I'm getting and that I'm reacting to. Maybe this concurrent viewers thing that I see on YouTube is inaccurate. The number of viewers connected to this stream at the moment recently available at the most recently available time. Okay. Stream health. Analytics. Chat rate is 8. What does that mean? The chat rate of the stream at the most recently available time. But what does 8 mean? I don't know. Is it chats per minute? Is it chats per viewer? I don't know. Doesn't say. I'm just coming up with stuff to say at this point, guys. Or rather, I'm not coming up with stuff, I'm just sort of doing my own thing. Don't know if it's at all entertaining for you. I just got more. Yeah, check the link. I just sent it to the stream Discord chat. Open the link. Check the link. Open the link myself. I can do that. You're gonna hear a lot of audio crossing. Whoa, that's crazy. Oh, it's not the stream, it's a clip. Ah, yes. That's another thing that Because clipping was not a thing before, right? Okay, thank you. Actually, I'll drop you a like.
You can
You were
buy him.
helpful. Oop. So that was, yeah, YouTube didn't have that before. YouTube didn't even have YouTube Live before. And it's now thinking about like, yeah, of course you can live stream on YouTube, but it wasn't a thing a few years ago, I believe. And that's part of why Zach and I want to try something here. Like, Juan, you remember when we did Not Quite a Podcast and a few unpublished recordings of Unibeans where we asked our friends to talk about what their studies were like. But at that time, even though I had more experience in gear, in animating and working with video than I did in ESMOL, it was still during lockdown and it was still during Corona. And yeah, when school kicked in again, we couldn't really do anything. That was also in our own homes. The thing that Zach and I are trying are in the space in school, and I already said earlier, there's a lot of professional tech that was used for the school's entire graduation show for the stage we worked at. So hopefully we can do that. Mark says, I'm studying, bro. Good night, bro. Deets newts. Releasing saying these nuts is banned by YouTube. Okay, but I wonder if that's for every live stream chat that there are banned words by default on YouTube, or if you can actually turn off some sort of restricted chat setting. Unless live replay. No, I don't want. Yeah, I want to do that. 5 likes, woo, an all-time record. Oh, I'm still sharing this screen. I see how streamers make mistakes sometimes and leak stuff. I'm gonna drink this actually. Talking, be making mouth dry, you know. Oh, no, I finished that. Okay. I'm gonna go make dinner. Okay, go make dinner. See you, Alexis. Probably Burger would know him. What else do I want to test? Ableton. That might be tricky. It's gonna cut off like everything. No, I'll do that a test some other time. Good luck with testing. See you, Juan. Bye-bye. It is... I don't know who's still here. But if someone is still here, could you type in the chat how the audio actually is? Because when I'm doing it live, I cannot actually hear myself. That's why I was doing a few tests earlier, like streaming just for a few seconds, so I can listen back on it to see myself. How is the audio? And the video, I guess. Look, I have to go to work. But I think video is actually fine. The tests I did earlier seemed pretty in sync with the audio. I suspect that a few of you are watching, but you you just have me on another tab or in the background muted because I see a few of you are watching F1 on Discord. Audio is pretty good, sometimes a bit crackly. Okay, thanks, Zach. It's strange to see your name in the chat as the name of our upcoming show on this test that is for the show. And since I have the chat on the screen here, it should be in time with my reaction, right? So when you type in a chat, there's a delay, but once it actually pops up on the screen here, I'm reacting to it live, right? I don't see a reason why it's not like that. So I think that is okay. Oh, I also got the transcriptions linked to Notion. Cool. That's cool. I'm gonna check it out now. Oh, the chat is gone because I changed tabs. I'm just gonna pull it out. Students playground. Playground. Where is it on Notion? Well, did it work well when you start editing your name? Yeah, sure. So it's, huh. Whoa. That's a transcription from last time? What the heck? If that's a transcription from the prelude, is it the prelude? I don't know. It must have been from one of your recordings. But if this is what comes out, like, I can see sort of half of it makes sense with what we were saying, but the other half is kind of funny. like the YouTube, Google auto caption, auto subtitle. I can only link it to my personal Notion, which is then linked to the DAE Notion. Huh? I also got transcriptions linked to Notion. I'm not too sure what you mean by that now. I thought you just meant you found something to transcribe our prelude, and you put the text on Notion. Right, yeah. Okay, Zach. I think I'm average view duration 11 minutes 41 seconds. Yeah. I'm doing better than most of the people on Twitch right now. Oh, those poor Twitch streamers. Okay, I have nothing else to do or say. So I think I'll end it here. I'll see you tomorrow in school, Zach. And for the others, if you somehow watch this back, or if you make me give you the recording, I'll see you as well sometime.